Hey, David, just wanted to start off by asking about Panarin and Igor, update on them and whether you think they'll be able to play tomorrow.
Yeah, Brett practiced today, so we're certainly in the mix and the conversation of playing tomorrow. We won't know until later today. So, and then Igor will not play tomorrow.
Next question comes from Dan Rosen. Dan, go ahead.
Yeah, David, did he skate on a line today, Panarin? And if so, who with?
He did skate on the line. We had a bunch of guys, not a bunch of guys, but he's with Strome, and we were rotating a couple wingers in there, so because we weren't sure if he is going to be able to play tomorrow. So if he does play, he will play with Strome.
Next question comes from Colin Stevenson. Colin, go ahead.
David, just wanted to, if you could expand a little bit on Igor. I mean, we saw him, skating a couple days ago. There was a video of him, and I'm wondering, did he have any kind of a setback or anything? I mean, what is his long-term status?
Yeah, he is day to day. It's really a nagging situation. We don't think it's anything long-term. It's turned into a little bit longer than we thought, but he could wake up tomorrow and be in a good position and play sooner than later. So it really is day to day.
Next question comes from Vince Mercogliano. Vince, go ahead.
David, I'm sure you don't want to put too much on one guy, but how big would it be for you guys, especially given everything going on right now, to get Panarin back? And is that kind of the spark that you think you guys need right now?
I mean, it'd be good for any team under any circumstances to get Panarin back. So, we're certainly excited of the fact that he practiced today and there's a chance he could play tomorrow. So anytime you had a player of that caliber, everybody should be excited, and it'll certainly make things a little bit better for us.
Next question goes to Molly Walker. Molly, go ahead.
Hey, David. You kind of grazed over where Panarin's mentality is at when he first joined you guys the other day, but what have you seen from his focus level coming off such a tumultuous experience and walking into a pretty difficult hockey situation, joining a team on a 3-game losing skid against some of the top competition in the division?
Yeah, he's in a good spot. Obviously he's been around for a while, for the last few days, and he's in a real good spot mentally, and he's excited to get back to play, and we just want to make sure we put him in a position to succeed.
Next question comes from Mark Roseman. Mark, go ahead.
Good afternoon, Coach. In yesterday's game, you put together the kid line with Hito, Kako, and Lafreniere. Did you see enough of it to maybe keep them together?
Yeah, there were some good signs as that game was going on, and they were getting a little bit more familiar with each other. So, that's something we're certainly gonna experiment with moving forward.
Next question goes to Colin Stevenson. Colin, go ahead.
Dave, I think you said last night, if I recall correctly, you said the power play needs to be fixed, and I'm wondering if Artemi returning is enough to fix it, or if there's more to it that needs to happen.
Yeah, I mean, again, like I mentioned earlier, anytime you add somebody like him to your team, 5-on-5 or power play, you're going to be in a better position. Not only is he going to improve it, but I think he's going to improve everybody's mentality and just feel better about it. Everyone's going to play with a little bit more confidence. So. We certainly think that will help in curing the power play, but there are certainly other things that we've got to address.
Next question goes to Vince Mercogliano. Vince, go ahead.
David, quick one on just who the goalie will be tomorrow, and then just wondering if you can share with us at all, if you guys addressed it all today, responding to adversity, when you give up early goals, what you're stressing with the team about, keeping in the game instead of kind of letting it get away from them like it did last night.
Yeah, Keith Kincaid will be in net tomorrow, and we've talked about that all year, Vince. This isn't something that has crept up on us. I mean, we've talked about it all year long, and it's something that we've got to continue to manage and do a better job of. And it's part of being a pro athlete. It's part of being a successful team, and it's part of being a successful player. How do you handle adversity? So we've shown signs of doing a good job of it, but not enough.
And final question goes to Molly Walker. Molly, go ahead.
I was asking both Ryan and Adam before, but that Marchand Bergeron Pasternak line really had their way last night, like you said. What have the discussions been like to combat them, especially because you've done it before, particularly in the 6-2 win in February?
Yeah, we've done a pretty good job against that line in general. I mean, they're very difficult to shut down totally. One of the goals was a shorthanded goal, and the other was a 60-foot slap shot. So, I mean, but they were buzzing. That was probably the best they played against us. in the 5 games we played them. So, they give every team trouble. It's not just us. And we've got to just do a little bit better job managing pucks when they're out there and being a little bit more physical on them and playing through them to slow them down a little bit. But they're tough to slow down. Those guys are the best line in hockey for a reason. They're highly talented and they play angry. They play with an attitude, and they're not easily denied. And we've just got to make sure we do a better job against them and not let their goals be as easy as they were last night.